Hey everybody, it's Michelle from the JCC. Welcome to Stretch. The only equipment necessary, if you have a mat, great. Block, maybe some soup cans if you need a little extra assistance with stretching. Barefoot, not barefoot, that's okay. So for those who don't know, I have 5 cats. They may or may not be visiting today, so come to a comfortable cross-legged position on the floor or mats. Legs can be folded and they can be a comfortable distance away from you. They don't have to be close tight, especially if you have tight hips like me. The further away, the more comfortable it is. Feet are flexed to protect your knee joints and your shoulders. Lift them up, down, away. Chin parallel to the floor. Just taking a few minutes here to adjust to the seated position. We want to lengthen through your sits bones through the top of your head. Sitting nice and tall and breathing. And bring your hands to your knees. We're going to use your hands as brakes. Shift your torso forward. And keeping your head in line with your body, shift your body to the right, all the way around to the back. This is where your brakes come in handy as you lean back, and then shift left to right. And keep moving through this motion, making it as big as you can, rotating through. Some people like to inhale as they go around from right to left, and exhale as you come around. Doesn't really matter as long as you're breathing. This may feel a little silly at first, but this is really good for your hips, stretching them out, your side body, lower and upper back. Keep moving through that big range of motion. When you're coming all the way back, try to straighten those elbows. And next time, you bring your torso forward, stop, and bring your shoulders over your hips. Extend your legs out front, shake them out. And then go ahead and recross your legs with the opposite leg folded. Coming back on your sits bones, feet are flexed, shoulders up, down, and away from your ears. Hands on your knees. We'll be moving in the opposite direction. Shift your torso forward and counterclockwise, going to the right this time. Breathe. Make your motion as big as you can. Don't worry, your hands got you. When you lean back, and breathe. Head moves with your body. You can move as quickly, as slowly as you want. Pause wherever you need to. Nice massage to the spine. Don't forget to breathe. Doesn't matter where or when, as long as you're breathing. And there's one cat. Whoop. Now we got 2. This would be Teddy that's visiting us right now. Try to pick filming the classes around cat nap times. I guess they want to be seen today. Couple more times. Might even be generating a little heat at this point. And next time, your torso's at the front. Let the motion come to rest. Shoulders over your hips. And release those legs forward. Lengthen them out. Shake them out. And let that shaking come to rest. Shoulders up, down, and away from your ears. Make sure you're sitting on your sits bones. Flex your feet so that your toes are straight up in the air and you're kicking your heels out towards me. That right leg, bend your right knee and pick up that right foot and cross it over the left. Right hand comes right behind your sits bones on tented fingertips. We don't want to lean back. We want to stay nice and engaged. That left hand can hold on to the knee. If you have the flexibility, you can wrap that hand around your right knee. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, twist your torso to the right. Your head is last. And your gaze can fall over that right shoulder. One more time, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twisting from the torso. Maybe you can twist 2 more inches to the right. Hugging that right knee in. Sitting nice and tall. Breathing. And to come out of this, engage your core. And bring your upper body to the front. Pick up that right leg and bring it back on the opposite side. And then lengthen those legs out. This time bend the left knee. And then pick up that left foot and cross it over the right. Right foot is flexed, toes up in the air. Your left hand comes right behind your body on tented fingertips. Right hand can hold on to that left thigh, or you can wrap your arm around, whichever is more comfortable for you. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twisting from the torso to the left. Nice stretch to our hips and our spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting from the torso. Your head is last. And to come out of this, engage your core. Right hand comes back to the right side of your body. Left hand around that left leg. Pick that foot up. And lengthen your legs back out. And go ahead and shake it out if you need to. And we'll be moving into a hamstring stretch. The right foot, bend your knee and bring the right foot to the inside of your left leg. Pressing your right foot in, left toes to the ceiling, kick that heel out. If you have the core strength, you can inhale your arms up, or you can walk your hands out and fold towards me like you want to shake my hand. And when you can reach no further, hold on to your shin, ankle, or your foot, and let your head hang. We're stretching out those hamstrings. They get tight from a lot of sitting. Many of us are sitting extra these days. I want to make sure we stretch out our body. Let your head hang. Kick your left heel out. To come out of this, engage your core and either walk your hands in or inhale your arms up. And exhale, let them float down to the side. Right leg extends out in front of you. Bend your left knee so that your left foot comes in contact with your inner right thigh. Right toes to the ceiling. Kick that right heel out. Sitting nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. Reach for me as you fold forward over that right leg. And when you can reach no further, you can fold your shin, ankle, or foot. Let your head hang. Keep kicking that right heel out, toes up. This is an active stretch. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, maybe you can fold a little further. To come out of this, engage your core. And either inhale those arms up, or you can walk your hands back up your leg. That left leg extends right back out in front of you. And now go ahead and recross your legs so that they're folded, preferably not stacked. Coming back on your sits bones, shoulders are over your hips, chin parallel to the floor. We'll do a side body stretch. Right hand comes right next to your right hip. Tented fingertips, we don't want to be leaning. I'm going to be sitting nice and tall. Inhale that left arm up. And as you exhale, slide that right hand to the right as you fold to the right. Spin that chest open. Shoulders away from your ears, and it's okay if this left arm frames your head. And you can look down, center, or up at the crook of your elbow, whichever is more comfortable. And making sure your left hip is firmly rooted in the mat, and you're lengthening through your left hip, through your left fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, maybe you can slide your right hand out a little more. Those of you with more flexibility may be able to get that right elbow down. To come out of this, inhale your left arm up and bring your right hand back in, left hand down. And go ahead and recross your legs with the opposite leg folded in the front. We do this because you'll feel a little different stretch on each side. Shoulders up, down, and away from your ears. Left hand right next to your left hip. Inhale your right arm up. And as you exhale, slide that left hand to the left as you fold to the left. Keeping that right hip firmly rooted on the mat. Should feel a nice stretch through your right side. Spin your chest open so you're not collapsing. And breathe. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe you can slide your left hand out a little more. Breathe. And to come out of this, engage your core. Inhale your right arm up. Left arm comes back to your thigh. Right hand back to your thigh. Just bring your shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze them tight, 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 tight. And with a big exhale, let it go. And however it's comfortable for you, we'll come on a lying position on your mat. Feet will be right under your knees. Lower back is in the mat. That right leg crosses over the left thigh. Right foot is flexed. As you inhale, bring your left knee closer to your chest. Right hand threads through that open hole. Left hand wraps around your left thigh. And you can hold on to your hamstrings. Some of you that have a little more flexibility may be able to wrap your hands around your shins. Bending your elbow helps that left leg come closer. Teddy is actually on the laptop now, which is totally unhelpful. You can't see that, but I can. Teddy. And your right leg, you want to imagine you're rotating that right knee away from you. You could use your elbow to assist. Just make sure you're not pushing on your right knee joint. We never want to press on our joints. Inhale. And maybe you could bend your elbows and bring that left leg 2 inches closer. Should feel this stretch in your right hip. And breathe. And to come out of this, release your left leg from your hands, and the left foot comes back on the mat. Arms come wide to a T position. Continue crossing that right leg over, so your knee over knee, locking those knees in tight. And then drop your knees to the left. If left does not feel good to you, you could go right. Head falls to the right. It's okay if your knees don't come to the floor. They don't need to. You should feel this in your side body, your hips. To come out of this, engage your core. Bring your knees back to center and uncross that right foot and bring it back to the mat. This time, left leg crosses over that right thigh. Left foot is flexed. As you inhale, bring your right knee towards your chest. Left hand comes through that open hole. Right hand wraps around the right thigh. Inhale, bend your elbows, see if you can bring your right leg 2 inches closer. Imagine you're pushing that left knee away from you. Left hip stretch. Make sure you're lining up your knees with your hips. If you're tight, your legs may want to drift off to the left to release some of the tension. And as always, when we stretch, we don't stretch to the point of pain. That defeats the purpose of stretching. Little tightness is okay. Pain, most definitely not okay. So if you're in pain, back off the stretch a little. Couple more breaths here. And your arms come to a T position out at your sides. Right foot to the mat. Left leg continues crossing over, so your knees are locked in tight. And drop your knees to the right. Head comes to the left. If dropping your knees to the right does not feel good, go to the left. Or if you don't like this stretch at all, you don't have to do it. And there's a cat by my head, but I can't see who it is. Ah, That's Lenore, also known as Pretty Pretty Princess. And bring your knees back to center and uncross them. Go ahead and bring your knees up and grab a hold of the outside of your feet, lying back down and extending your feet right over your knees. Nice groin stretch here. Flex feet, come to the ceiling. At the same time, you're imagining you're bringing your knees to the floor right next to your armpits. This is an active stretch for our groin, inner thighs, a little bit of hip flexors. Breathe through it. Couple more breaths here. Flex feet to the ceiling. Knees trying to reach the floor next to our armpits. And go ahead and release those feet. Flex feet to the ceiling. Wrapping your hands around your hamstrings. Hugging your knees in. There could be a bend. We don't want to ever lock out our joints, but you can put a bend in your knees as much as you need to. And your toes, point and flex. And keep pointing and flexing. And maybe rotate your feet around in one direction. Nice cracking going on here. And rotate your feet in the other direction. And let that rotation come to rest. And holding on to your right leg, slowly release that left leg back down to the mat, kicking that left heel out, toes up. You want to be able to make sure your neck is still on the mat and hold wherever it's comfortable for you, your calf, your ankle. Some of you who are more flexible may even be able to grab onto your foot. Kick your heel away and inhale. See if you can bring your right foot closer. Kick your heel away, stretching out that right hamstring. Couple more breaths here. Keeping your right leg where it is, let go of your hands. And for a count of 5, release that right leg down to the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale that left leg straight up, kicking your heel out, toes towards your forehead. Arms can come behind your hamstrings, calf, wherever you can hold on, kicking your heel away from you. Right leg, kick that heel away from you, toes to the ceiling. As you inhale, maybe you can bring that left leg closer. Breathe. Active stretch here. Couple more breaths. And go ahead and bring your arms to your side. For a count of 5, slowly roll that left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and walk your heels in, your feet in, so your feet are right under your knees. And bring your knees to your chest and hug your knees. And gently rock side to side. And if you're rocking, let that rocking come to rest. Engage your core and lift your chest and head and see if you can get your nose to touch your knees. If you can't, that's okay. And slowly lower your upper back, neck, and head back to the mat. And then go ahead and release your feet back to the mat. Bringing your knees, walking your feet wider than your mat. As wide as you can get. Arms come to the side. And start windshield wiping those knees side to side. And your head looks in the opposite direction. Stretching out your hips, thighs. And next time your legs fall to the right, let them stay there. If this is fine for you, stay here. Or you can lift that right foot up and hook it onto the left thigh. Deepen the stretch on that left side. Top leg is assisting. And go ahead and bring that right foot back to the mat and start windshield wiping those legs back and forth. Keep your feet on the mat or the floor, it's okay. If you roll to the side of your foot, you just want to keep both feet on the mat. And next time, your knees come to the left, leave them there. If you're good here, stay here. Otherwise, you can pick up that left foot and hook it on your right thigh. Left foot is assisting with the stretch. Feel it in the hip, maybe your side body. And go ahead and pick up that left foot and put it back wider than your mat. And windshield wipe those legs back and forth. Head moves in the opposite direction. And then go ahead and discontinue windshield wiping. This time, make sure your lower back is firmly rooted into the mat and bring your knees in to touch each other. Could feel this in your buttocks, definitely in your hips. A little bit of inner thigh, just releasing. And go ahead and open those legs back up. Walk your feet in, and however it's comfortable for you to come to a standing position. And I want to thank you for joining us for Stretch today. Hope to see you in person again. Be well, stay healthy. Thank you.